What is up, guys? Sound Alchemist here, and I'm back at it to bring you 40 facts from the Warhammer 40k universe. Now, yesterday, I accidentally uploaded the wrong video to the wrong information, but it has been corrected, so today, here is the correct lore. So this lore is a fan-made chapter, or legion for that matter, called the Dragon Legion. Now, this legion was sent to us by DJDevilHulk, so everything that we will be presenting here is of his creation. So again, guys, let him know in the comments down below what you guys liked, what you think he can improve on, and overall, what did you guys think of this awesome lore? I really liked it. He goes very much in depth. He even goes to give us a whole list of like the fortress monastery name, the legion number, their battle cry, their homeworld, etc. Very highly detailed, great work. And without further ado, guys, let's find out some lore on the Dragon Legion. Let's begin with their history. So the Dragon Legion is believed to be the lost 11th Legion to the modern Imperium, due to the fact that the Legion itself was led by a Primarch named Volk Vadict, and for that the Legion has been gone since the events of the Horus Heresy. Unlike the other Space Marine chapters, the Dragon Legion comprises of a mixed species of humans and anthropomorphic dragon humanoids. Even for their Primarch being a dragon himself, the Dragon Legion is not deemed as heretics by the Imperium, even after the events of the Horus Heresy. Their gene seed is used by the 11th Legion is very unique amongst the Imperium, and it can only be used for humans and dragons. Unlike the Wolfen within the Space Wolves chapter, their gene seed are completely untainted by the effects of warp energy. Multiple campaigns by the Dragon Legion were waged during the Great Crusade. They fought many massive orc hordes across the galaxy and killed hundreds of millions of them during their battles. Volk Vadict, their Primarch, came and fought alongside his legion against the orcs as well. With his arrival, their legionnaires knelt down but were immediately told to rise and continue the fight. Honored to fight by their Primarch's side, the Dragon Legion saved billions of Imperial citizens during their conquests. Volk Vadict himself has even slain a massive orc warboss named Gothskull. The 11th Legion has survived impossible odds throughout their crusades. This has given them a highly respectable reputation to their fellow Astartes. Throughout, the Dragon Legion also personally favors fighting alongside the Salamanders and Raven Guard Space Marines chapters. During the Great Crusade, the Dragon Legion was known as one of the largest legions within the Imperium. Their numbers alone made it easier for them to destroy their enemies in battle. The Dragon Legion's role during the Horus Heresy is a bit unknown to the Imperium. The last time they were seen was during the Battle of Isstvan V. They were alongside another legion of Space Marines that is also currently unknown, and that is the 2nd Legion. After this unfortunate betrayal and a now declared stalemate between these legions, the Dragon Legion retreated and hasn't been seen ever since. During this time, and before the Great Battle of Terra, the Alpha Legion managed to infiltrate the Imperium completely and erase all records of the Dragon Legion and the 2nd Legion as well. After the events of the Horus Heresy, the Dragon Legion kept to themselves and stayed hidden outside of the Imperium's borders. However, this didn't stop Volk Vadict and his Astartes from hunting down their enemies, both Chaos and Xenos. Eventually, the Dragon Legion was soon rediscovered by the Salamander chapter, but because of their bond from their past, the Salamanders kept the 11th Legion's secrets until they were ready to reveal themselves once again to the greater Imperium. During their time of hiding, the 11th Legion's populace colonized many planets within their Dragon Zone, and thanks to the help of the Salamander chapter, this legion was able to obtain modern-day Space Marine power armor, weapons, vehicles, and much more. Also being informed about the Codex Astartes being formed, the Dragon Legion did not completely follow it, and they do continue to hold many Astarte battle brothers. But many of the Legion's Astartes eventually left the Legion and birthed their own successor chapters. Many years passed, and finally they heard of Roboute Guilliman's return after nearly 10,000 years. Volk Vadict and his Dragon Legion finally revealed themselves. Roboute was glad to see his long-lost brother in battle, and he didn't hesitate to lend them a handful of the new Primaris Marines. though many of his chapter and other Astartes were suspicious of Volkvatic's dragon appearance, along with his fellow Astartes, they did formally accept them as loyalists. The homeworld of the Dragon Legion. Just like the Ultramarines, the Dragon Legion has a section of the galaxy owned by them. The only reason that it has remained unknown to other chapters is because of the Imperium not continuing to expand. The Legion simply calls this galactic section the Dragon Zone. Now, the Dragon Zone has many systems of worlds filled with billions of human and dragon civilians. All across this section of the galaxy, the Dragon Legion protects the innocents from hostile forces, alongside the brave warriors of the Militarum Draconium. This zone, of course, has many different classes of planets, ranging from pleasure worlds to fortress worlds. Now, the Dragon Zone also contains 3 different death planets, with the Legion and its successors used to train new Marine recruits. Dracona is the Dragon Legion's primary homeworld, and it is classed as a pleasure world, while Oni is the location of the Dragon Legion's fortress monastery, and it is located in one of Dracona's 4 moons. The Dragon Legion's culture. Because of their history alongside the Salamanders during the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy, the Dragon Legion follows the Promethean cult. Plasma weapons and other heavy weapons are often used throughout the chapter, for the 11th Legion favors at devastating their enemies in battle. Though they do not specialize in close combat, the Dragon Legion does love to crush, slice, and rip their enemies apart in close combat with their very awesome melee weapons. This Legion also has many Imperial Knights to fight against their enemies with, but the most valuable piece of armory that this Legion has is their very own Imperator Titan, a custom designed for the Legion, and it is armed with weapons that are perfect to purge its enemies with. The Militarum Draconarium, aka the Dragonaires. So this Legion has its own Imperial Guard. These men and women are assigned as the primary planetary defense force, alongside the chapter. However, unlike the Astra Militarum or the Imperial Guard, this Legion arms its soldiers with heavy armor and weapons to allow them to survive against your typical Xenos invasion. A vast majority of the humans and dragons who are in the ranks of the Militarum Draconarium are men and women who kindly refuse the offer of becoming Space Marines or a Legion Sister of Battle. Even for the refusal, they're still given proper training and weapon tactics by the chapter's Astartes. With their skills from intense training as example, a Dragonair is able to go into melee combat with an Orc or Chaos Marine and sometimes survive. These skills have proved useful to avoid casualties, all thanks to the ideals of Volkvatic and Dylan Karn. It's better to give all soldiers a fair chance in combat than to watch unnecessary slaughter of billions instead. And with that being said, this concludes the first part to the Dragon Legion fan lore. Again guys, let DJDevilHulk what you guys thought about this awesome lore down in the description below, or the comments below that is, and we'll go from there. In my opinion, it's really awesome. I like the whole concept you got going on, really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. The part 2 will be talking about their Primarch, Volkvatic, and I believe their Chapter Master as well. So stay tuned in because that will be coming out. If not tomorrow, probably within the next couple of days. And yeah, we'll go from there. Also, we have yet to do a Age of Sigmar lore, so stay tuned because we have that coming up. More specifically, it's going to focus around the Stormcast Eternals, aka the Sigmarines. So again guys, stay subscribed because we put out videos each and every day. Also, head on over to our Facebook page. With Facebook, we do post pretty much every single day, not just about 40k, but other nerdy stuff as well, such as Pokemon and that kind of thing, so check it out. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to talk about to you guys for now. I have been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.